I'm going to leave some links in the description like I usually do. I want to direct your attention to, well, this is from, let's see, May 16th, 2013. So this is 7 years later. But this asks the question, can technology replace police officers? Okay. And just keep in mind, we've had 7 years to even improve on the technology that this is talking about. And I had another link too, but now I can't find it. Shrinking budgets are more than just frustrating. They can also be dangerous. Okay. So right off the bat, we see budgets for police officers have been declining for years, decades. Okay. Many cities and counties are facing tight budgets, forcing public officials to make tough decisions on spending cuts. One area that has suffered is law enforcement. In the wake of the Boston Marathon bombing, citizens and governments alike are exploring ways to make their cities safer. Technology is one way to make that happen. Video surveillance has long been a security measure. Now, smarter cameras and software make video surveillance extremely appealing to public safety officials. New York City, for example, has lost 6,000 officers over the last 10 years as a result of budget cuts, according to the Atlantic. They have turned to video to keep the city safe. Okay. It's no secret that Manhattan is filled with cameras. Lower Manhattan, in particular, is blanketed with an intricate system of cameras and license plate readers monitored by both public officials and the private sector. Kelly said that NYPD has plans to move that same program up to Midtown, specifically 30th to 60th Streets, and to other vulnerable parts of the city as well. Part of what makes this strategy so efficient, despite a reduction in the size of the police force, is that cameras are handling more of the workload on their own. Analytics enable the cameras to see something and say something, if you will. They will determine if a package has been left in a particular spot for a long period of time, for instance, and track back through files to find a person wearing a certain color shirt. Technology has been a major factor in allowing us to operate with 6,000 fewer officers, Kelly said. Okay. So this has been an issue for a while, and technology and privacy have always been two contradictory sort of things, because you got one hand, technology is going to make things better, which, okay, yeah, there's definitely room for technology to make things better. And then on the other hand, you have privacy issues. And always things are going to progress more and more and more. So the more you give into technology and take away your privacy, the more that's going to happen. So it's less and less privacy that's going to take place. As I've just been harping on for, I don't know how long, a while now, technology is the key to what is going on. This is designed to bring in rules, regulation, and technology. New laws, new technology. People need to put aside their right to privacy in order for Black Lives Matter, or in order for a better budget, because policing is very expensive, but technology, yeah, it can get expensive to install, but then once you install it, okay, then the money kind of eases itself, and all of a sudden, you know, I mean, it's really great timing how all of a sudden we have to revamp the entire police force in every single city and every single state of the United States right when they're ready to launch 5G. Now, isn't that just something? Okay, so let me go on. In Overdam Park, Kansas City, CIO Vicki Irie describes police cars as mobile offices. The equipment that we have in the police car costs more than the value of the car, she says. Cruisers carry rugged notebooks with virtualized desktops, automatic license plate recognition tools, and video recording equipment. Is surveillance safe? There are obviously benefits to using technology for public safety, but there are also privacy concerns when technology replaces people. In Iowa, a federal grant enabled local police to purchase and install 30 video cameras in the city's downtown area. They also acquired computers for police cruisers, allowing officers to view images and video taken by the cameras. Now just keep in mind, this is from 2013. How much more technology do they have now than they had back then? Alright, I'll go on. Many citizens were happy to hear about the technology upgrade because a safer downtown could lead to more business and more patrons at existing businesses. Others, however, feel their privacy is being invaded. So here's some of what people said. Customer Brett Fippen isn't so sure. I'm concerned we'll end up with fewer police patrolling, he says. It might deter crime, but it might send it somewhere else that doesn't have it. Jacqueline Thompson, 57, a dance instructor and part-time pastor, isn't sure it's possible to woo stores back downtown. She also wonders whether the cameras really will prevent crime and has some qualms about surveillance. People that want to steal will know where those cameras are and they'll avoid them, she says. Do I like cameras all around me? Welcome to the 21st century, she said. You can't get away from it, unfortunately. Despite the concerns of some residents, the Ottawa Police Department reports that their crime rates decreased 2.2% between 2011 and 2012. The rate also decreased in each of the last 6 years. And then it asks, what do you think about government-operated video surveillance? So, what do you think about it? Oh my! It's just, I'm so amazed. And let me make this clear. I'm not nearly as concerned about what's going on as I am the people who are just buying it hook, line, and sinker. That have no clue what the deeper meaning of all this stuff is. And I hope that people turn their lives over to Jesus Christ. I hope if you're not saved, that you get saved today. Today is the day of salvation. Please put on the full armor of God. Put your faith and trust in Jesus Christ. And as always, have a blessed day.